What's up, Wise Flyers? David here. I'm going to give you the best American Express credit card strategy to earn the most amount of points for 2020. I'm going to tell you which credit cards are the best one to get first, as well as the best co-branding cards to get to earn you a bunch of airline miles to get you free flights, and then the best hotel cards to get so you can get a bunch of free hotel nights as well. So if you have any Amex cards or thinking about getting Amex cards, make sure you pay attention to the entire video so you know how to maximize these strategies that I'm sharing with you. So the first credit cards you're going to want to get are transferable points cards. So these are the cards that are going to earn membership reward points. Reason why is because they're the most flexible and you have many different options to use the points. There's one important rule with Amex. It's the 5-card rule, which means you're only allowed to have 5 credit cards with American Express, but this doesn't include charge cards. Really quick, the difference between a charge card and credit card. Charge card, you're supposed to pay the balance in full every single month. With credit cards, you could let the balance slide, but obviously you just want to pay every card in full every single month. Some examples of the charge cards would be, for personal, it would be the American Express Platinum card, the American Express Gold card, the Green card. For business, it's going to be the Business Platinum, the Business Gold, and the Business Plum card. The great thing is you're allowed to get every single charge card that I just mentioned, and they won't count towards your 5 credit cards with American Express. Now I'm going to go over which are the credit cards as well, and which are the benefits of the charge and credit cards. So the benefits with membership reward points is they're very flexible. You could cash them out for gift cards or cash back, but that is the worst way to use your Amex points. Please do not do that. The best way is to transfer it to partners. So if you look on the screen right now, there are 19 different airline partners that you could use. For example, Singapore, Delta, British Airways, Air France. There's so many different options, and there's 3 hotel chains that you could use to transfer your membership reward points over. That's Hilton, Marriott, and Choice Hotels, but honestly, the hotels aren't a good way to use your membership reward points. I think the best way is to transfer to airlines, and especially wait until there's a transfer bonus. Sometimes it could be 30%, 40% over to Air France or many different other airlines. And the reason why these MR point earning cards are so good is because when it's time to redeem your points, you have a lot more different options as opposed to just having one single airline card or hotel card. You may put all your spend on that card, but when it's time to redeem, you have very limited options. So let's get into the cards that will give you that option to transfer your membership reward points over to transferable partners. Now, it's important to note that not every membership reward point earning card is going to give you that option to transfer to partners. But I'm going to give you those transferable point option cards first. So we're going to start with from least to best. First one's going to be the green card. So I kind of bash this card a lot on my channel, and I think a lot of people would agree it's not the most popular card with American Express. Reason why is because there was so much hype with this card and it kind of fell short of expectations. Anyways, so you're going to get 30,000 membership reward points after spending $2,000 in the first 3 months. These sign-up offers are going to probably be a little different if you use referral links, but I'm just going to go with the public offers to keep it simple in this video. You're going to get 3 points per dollar for travel, very broad travel categories, for transit, camping sites, cruises, a lot of different options there, and also restaurants. It comes with a $150 annual fee, but there are 2 ways to get credits if you're able to redeem them to get $200 in value right there. That's a $100 clear membership credit and a $100 Lounge Buddy credit. So between those two, it's $200. I'm gonna be honest, they're not the best credits to get. So if you don't have a clear using airport near you, then that clear membership isn't really going to help you out. With the $100 Lounge Buddy, if you already have Priority Pass, then it kind of makes Lounge Buddy a little obsolete as well. I could see how it could benefit some people, but definitely not the masses. Next card is going to be the American Express Platinum card, offering a public offer of 60,000 points after spending $5,000 in 3 months, $550 annual fee, a bunch of credits and stuff, which I just want to touch upon in this video. I don't want to go over everything because it'll make this video way too long. But the main things are 5 points per dollar for flights and hotels booked through Amex Travel, as well as flights booked directly with the airline, and you're going to get 1 point per dollar everywhere else, which means you don't want to use the American Express Platinum card if it's not going to be a hotel or flight purchase. Using your Platinum card for dinner or groceries is just a waste. I don't recommend it. Really, this card should just kind of go in your sock drawer and come out for the rare occasion of flight and hotel purchases. This card's going to give you a few different credits. You get a $200 airline incidental fee credit, as well as a $200 Uber credit. You're going to get status with Hilton, status with Marriott, which could give you some free breakfast with Hilton, as well as upgrades and stuff like that. Although the public sign-up offer is 60,000 points with this, I recommend testing your luck, see if you can get a 100,000 point sign-up offer. You could use the card match tool down in the description below. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but if you're going for this card, it's definitely worth a try. Although I think the Platinum card definitely has the most amount of benefits compared to any other card. It definitely has the most. Whether or not these are the most useful benefits, it really depends individually on each person and their traveling habits. Honestly, I don't think the Platinum card is for everybody. I think it's for a select few, kind of like the green card, more for the frequent traveler who's going to be able to take advantage of those benefits and get well over $1,000, $2,000 in value every single year. But with airline incidental fee credits being harder to use, and if you don't go to Hilton or Marriott and you're not going to be using other benefits with this card, it may not be worth going for. But compared to the next card, I think is the best one for the masses. It's going to be the American Express Gold card, depending on where you find your sign-up offer. Publicly, it's going to be 35,000 points after spending $4,000 in the first 3 months. And this is the best card, in my opinion, for the average person in terms of spending multipliers. So you're going to get 4 points per dollar at US supermarkets, 4 points per dollar at restaurants worldwide. So if you eat food, you're gonna get 4 points per dollar by using this card. 3 points per dollar on flights purchased directly with the airline or AmexTravel.com, and then 1 point per dollar everywhere else. This card does have a $250 annual fee, but the effective annual fee is gonna be $30. I'll show you how with these credits. You get a $100 airline incidental fee credit plus a $100 annual dining credit. Now, the only problem with the dining credit is that it's going to be split into 12-month segments. So every month it's going to be $10 in order to use that dining credit. You know, for the year it's going to be $120. So it's not a lump sum. It's going to be split month by month. And honestly, that's probably my only complaint with this card. Besides that, I think it is a great card for most people, for spending, for the other benefits it offers as well. And one of the best things when it comes to the cards that I just mentioned, as well as a few other cards, are the addition of travel protection benefits. So I do a whole video on this of why it's a great idea to use travel protection benefits and use your Amex cards to make purchases, because you're going to get trip delay insurance, you're going to get trip interruption insurance, cancellation insurance. So I have a whole video on that. I'll put a link down in the description below so you can learn which cards will give you those benefits. And the next card is going to be the American Express Everyday Preferred card. So this card doesn't offer the best sign-up offer, but it does have some good benefits. So you're going to get 15,000 points after spending $1,000 in the first 3 months, and you're going to get 3 points per dollar at US supermarkets up to $6,000 per the year, 2 points per dollar at US gas stations, and 1 point per dollar everywhere else. And if you make 30 or more purchases in a billing period, you're going to earn 50% more points on those purchases. The annual fee is $95, so it's much lower than the other cards I mentioned, which it could be a way that you could have your Amex points transferable to partners without having to spend a higher annual fee. If you decide to get this card, it's definitely worth trying to make 30 transactions per month. Even though it may not be your primary card, you could get a little creative and see how you could hit that 30 transactions to get that extra 50% bonus. And the no annual fee version of this card is going to be the Amex Everyday card. So this card doesn't really offer a big sign-up offer either, but it's going to be 10,000 points after spending $1,000 in the first 3 months. You get 2 points per dollar at US supermarkets for the first 6,000. After that is 1 point per dollar. Then it's 1 point per dollar everywhere else. If you make 20 or more purchases in a billing period, you're going to earn 20% more points on those purchases. And as I mentioned, there's no annual fee with this card. And the main benefit with this card is basically to get membership reward points with no annual fee. The earning potential isn't too good, and spending 20 transactions per month just to get that bonus, I don't think it's really worth it either. I think just having a no annual fee card with membership reward points is the only appeal of this card. Now let's talk about some of the best Amex credit cards that earn hotel points and airline miles, also known as co-branded credit cards. So some of the benefits of these co-branded cards, especially with airlines, you could get great sign-up offers, decent spending for everyday spending, but the benefits there would be free checked bags, you get access to airport lounges, and then for hotels, some of the benefits there would be upgrades to better rooms, you get free breakfast, free anniversary award nights. So depending on what type of benefits you would want ongoing with these cards I'm about to mention definitely have you covered. Now, as I mentioned before, you want to put most of your spending on the flexible currencies, unless you're trying to get status or you see some particular benefit of putting spend on these cards that I'm about to mention. The reason why is because you're going to be locked. If you put all your spending on these cards, you're going to be stuck with the redemption options just with this one program compared to having it with the flexible currency, multiple programs. Also, if you keep it in one program, they're constantly devaluing the programs, or the airlines, hotels. Every few months, I feel like they're always making those points less and less valuable. With that said, let's talk about one of my favorite Amex hotel credit cards. It's the Amex Hilton Honors Aspire card. So this card probably has one of the most benefits for hotels than any other card out there, at least most useful benefits. The current sign-up offer is 150,000 Hilton points after spending 4,000 in 3 months. You get 14 points per dollar when spent at Hilton properties, 7 points per dollar on flights, if with airlines or AmexTravel.com, car rentals booked directly from the car rental companies. US restaurants, it's 3 points per dollar. A $450 annual fee seems pretty high, but with 2 simple credits, you actually could get $500 right there. For example, you get a $250 airline incidental fee credit plus a $250 Hilton resort fee credit. Now, I'm gonna be honest, that $250 credit for Hilton resorts is a little harder to use, so let's just say that you're gonna get the $250 airline incidental fee credit, which will bring your effective annual fee down to $200. You're going to get diamond status with Hilton, so upgrades to nice hotels, free breakfast, a lot of great benefits there, but you're also going to get an anniversary award night at any Hilton hotel, but it could only be used for Friday, Saturday, or Sunday nights. That anniversary award night could be used for a $300-400 a night hotel, especially those Waldorf Astoria or Conrad hotels could be pretty valuable if you could redeem them there. Now, similar to the American Express Platinum card, which I mentioned earlier, this is considered a premium card. If you're not gonna be able to use those benefits, then it doesn't really make sense going for this. So the mid-tier card, a step down from this card, would be the Hilton SURPASS card. The annual fee for the SURPASS card is gonna be $95. Some of the ongoing benefits here would be that, especially if you don't use Hilton too often, you're gonna get complimentary gold status, which will still give you free breakfast, some upgrades when available, not as good as diamond status though. But you could get diamond status if you spend $40,000 in eligible purchases in the calendar year. But honestly, if you're trying to go for diamond status, you might as well just get the Aspire card rather than putting all that spend just to go for the diamond status. And one of the unique benefits of the SURPASS card is going to be 10 Priority Pass lounge access visits. So if you don't think you're going to be using the unlimited amount of Priority Pass access that most other cards give you, just having 10 passes could be good enough and suffice your type of travel behavior. And if you have the SURPASS card, sometimes you may get an email to upgrade to the Aspire card and it'll still give you 150,000 point sign up offer. So if you do have the SURPASS card and you feel like you're able to use more benefits, rather than apply for the for the Aspire card, sometimes you may get a targeted email offer to upgrade for that same public sign-up offer that the Aspire card is offering. And if you think that is too many benefits for you to use, or you're just not comfortable paying that $95 annual fee because you don't think you're gonna get enough value back from that, the Hilton Honors no annual fee card is a really good option and probably one of the best no annual fee hotel credit cards out there. Sign-up offers with this card range anywhere from 75,000 all the way up to 100,000 points, and there's no annual fee. Usually it's $1,000 in minimum spending, and you get complimentary silver status. So one of the best benefits with silver status is if you book 5 nights with points, you're gonna get that 5th night free. So you book 5 nights, you could go for the lower end hotels and not have to pay too much of a high price point, and then you're only gonna pay the price for 4 nights. The spending multiplier on this card is okay. Honestly, I think this card is a really good place just to kind of keep your Hilton points, don't really spend too much on it, and kind of dip your toes into the hotel credit card world. You don't have to go full in with a SURPASS or Aspire card, pay a big annual fee. You kind of go at this with like an entry level, just to kind of feel it all out. You could use the points, for free, no annual fee. By the way, if you want to apply for any of these Amex cards mentioned, you could use the referral links down in the description below. It really helps out our channel. Now let's talk about the American Express Marriott Bonvoy card. So we're going to start with the top dog here, another premium card. It's going to be the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card. So this card offers usually a high sign-up offer, 75,000 to 100,000 or so, and you're gonna have an annual fee of $450 with this card. As with most premium credit cards, you're gonna have a ton of benefits that come with it, as well as some credits to help knock down that annual fee. So you get a $300 Marriott credit, which will bring down the annual fee, effective annual fee, down to $150. This $300 credit is pretty broad. You could use it for room rates on property purchases like meals, spa treatments, and you also get a free night award each year that you pay the annual fee for the card. But it's only gonna be at properties 50,000 points or less. You also get priority pass and gold status with this card. So after you use that $300 credit, bringing the effective annual fee down to $150, pretty much what you're left with is gold status, as well as a priority pass and decent multipliers. You get 6 points per dollar at participating Marriott Bonvoy hotels, 3 points per dollar at US restaurants, or flights booked directly with airlines, and then 2 points per dollar everywhere else. If I were to compare the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card and the Hilton Honors Aspire card, I would definitely think the Aspire card is much better, offers much more credits, a lot more benefits, but it also depends on which hotel you're gonna go to. If you want Marriott, Hilton, they both have big footprints around the world, thousands of hotels, and also they're buying up other brands. So you have a lot of options when it comes to using Hilton and Marriott worldwide. So getting any of those hotel credit cards, you're gonna get a bunch of free nights if you use those points. Now let's talk about the co-branded airline credit cards, which is basically Delta. There's no other airlines that American Express has under its wings. So we're gonna explore 2 Delta cards that I think are really strong and probably give you the most value. So basically we're gonna compare the Delta Platinum card and the Delta Gold card. So Platinum card is a little better if you're trying to go for status. It's gonna have a $250 annual fee effective of January 1st. So in 2019, it was a $195 annual fee, and they raised it to $250, and honestly didn't really provide too many benefits for that hike in annual fee. But one of the best features of the Platinum card is you get a companion certificate. So if you're gonna fly once a year with a travel partner, then the card's annual companion pass can save you a good amount of money, because you're gonna get a round trip Delta coach, and you only have to pay the taxes and fees for your companion. If you don't think you're gonna use that companion fare, or wanna get a Delta status, because that's what the Platinum card offers, a bunch of different MQMs, then the Gold card is probably the best entry-level Delta card to get. Now, throughout the year, the Delta Gold sign-up offer is gonna be anywhere from 30,000 to 60,000. I recommend getting it at a 60,000 mile sign-up offer. Seems like every 2 or 3 months, they're constantly making it higher or lower, so make sure you get it at the highest possible. I actually got this card at 70,000 miles, which was a targeted offer, but it doesn't really get to be a public offer of 70,000. Usually 60,000 is gonna highest you see it for being a public offer. So this card is great if you occasionally fly Delta because it's going to offer some benefits. If you fly Delta 1 to 2 times a year, you could save money on free checked bags, you get priority boarding, and the $95 annual fee is waived the first year. Now, if you're not into airline miles or hotel points and you're just not into travel at all, or you just don't see yourself traveling anytime in the future, then cash back may be your best option. So I'm gonna go over some of the best Amex cash back card options. So if you shop at supermarkets, then the American Express Blue Cash Preferred card is definitely gonna be your card. So the sign-up offer isn't the best. Usually it's around $250 after spending $1,000 in your first 3 months. But where this card really shines is 6% back at US supermarkets, and that's up to $6,000 per year. Then after that is 1 point per dollar. But if you think about it, that's about $500 a month in groceries if you do that. 6% back on select US streaming services, 3% at US gas stations, and 3% back on transit, and then 1% back everywhere else. This card does have an annual fee of $95, so you're gonna want to make sure that you're able to hit that number, because if you're gonna go to do grocery shopping, not too often, although you're getting a high multiplier, 6 points per dollar, or 6% back, if you're not gonna make up the annual fee or at least profit off of it, then it doesn't make sense to get this card. And if you are able to max out that $6,000 at 6% at US supermarkets, that's gonna give you $360. Minus the annual fee, so you're coming out $265 profit, assuming you're able to do that spending. And the no annual fee version of this card is gonna be the Blue Cash Everyday card, which is gonna offer $150 back after spending $1,000 in the first 3 months, and there is no annual fee with this card. Now you're gonna get 3% back at US supermarkets up to $6,000. After that, it's 1 point per dollar, 2% at US gas stations and US department stores, and then 1% back everywhere else. So this card is gonna come with a lower bonus, lower multipliers, but as I mentioned before, you're gonna have to hit that special number to see whether or not it's worth it to go for the annual fee of $95 with the Blue Cash Preferred, or stay with the Blue Cash Everyday. So if you're able to spend $3,166.67 at US supermarkets or $9,500 at US gas stations, then it probably makes sense to go for the Blue Cash Preferred. If you feel like you're gonna spend less than those numbers, then you could go for the no annual fee Blue Cash Everyday. If you want to learn more about Amex cards and strategies, you could click this link over here or this one down here, and I'll see you in the next video.